So I guess just kind of opening thoughts on spring practice. How's everything going so far?
Yeah, good. We first day after 3 weeks off, and the effort's really good. These guys are very anxious to get better. Obviously, a lot of work to do, but feel good about our progress now. How hard our guys are working.
Can you clarify kind of what went on those first two practices and how that set you up for the rest?
Yeah, so we did two non-padded practices before about 3 weeks ago. It's just with the quarter system, it's only really the way it works. And so guys have been off a little bit at finals and then spring break, and so get back into it with a non-padded practice, and then we'll get back after it with our first day of pads will be tomorrow.
What are kind of your main points of emphasis, kind of focuses right now at this stage of the process?
Yeah, just really learning the system for our guys, offense, defense, and special teams, all three. Just being comfortable with that, and then for us to get a feel for our personnel, like who's got a chance to help us, and obviously development. And those are the main things.
Seems like everything's moving a little bit faster than we're used to seeing around here. How much of a process is that for you guys?
Yeah, they've done a great job. Our tempo is going to be fast in practice, and kind of the way we play. So they've adapted well. There's definitely an adjustment period, but I've been pleased with how quickly they're moving.
Talk about just how on both sides of the ball, how Bernardell's looking incoming transfer. How he's looking so far, and then on the offensive side of the ball, Bachmeyer, those two guys, and how they're looking so far in the spring.
Yeah, Bernardell's done a fantastic job. He finished his first quarter in schools. I think he got straight A's. He made a great adjustment in the classroom, and then he's done a great job picking up the system, playing fast. He's got a really high football IQ, and so he's been a huge addition, and he's got a great spirit about him. So really excited about him. Now we haven't put pads on and all that, so that being said, he looks great. And then Tyler Bachmeyer he's such a mature kid. Has learned the system. I mean, he's a guy that should be in high school right now, and came early, and he's got great ball skills. Really tough. It's important to him, and he's going to be able to help us out this year.
Sounds like Trevor Mayberry just got here too. Can you touch on him and how quick things have gone for him?
Yeah, I haven't even had a chance to talk to Trevor. He went through his physical and all that, but another really bright kid. And obviously the depth, and a guy that's played college football is going to be able to help us immediately, and we think he can play a number of different positions. But really excited to see him in pads.
Are there any other additions you're expecting here?
No, that's it.
Okay.
That's it. We got all the guys that'll be here until summer. Obviously, we get some more guys in summer, but just getting as many reps as we can. With we're limited at some positions number-wise, but just trying to get as many reps as possible.
What's your thought on the quarterback room so far with Ari and Ashton, those guys? How's that looking, shaping up, and just thoughts on that room?
It's after 3 days. What I know about them is it's really, really important to them. They're very sharp. They understand the system. Now they got to get comfortable with it, where they can play fast and without thinking. So we're ways away from that, but I know it's important to them, and hopefully they'll make huge strides after 15 practices.
They're the guys you have right now. Is there any opportunity for others to come into the picture, or one
possibly?
Of those guys,
The transfer portal will open up again April 15th, and we're always trying to make our team better at all positions. So we're open to that. And then of course we got Miles coming in and as a freshman, Jackson in the fall. So he'll be there as well. So like the guys we have, like Miles coming in, and then obviously we're always looking to improve that team.
Lots of new faces in the secondary this year in terms of a lot of graduating seniors. Just how would you kind of evaluate that group? A lot of guys get an opportunity to get a lot more snaps than they did last year.
Yeah, I mean in general, we have no seniors on our team. So our guys are young, and so they're getting an opportunity. The good thing is I think they're talented. They're certainly willing, and now they're going to get a lot of reps. Typically, if young guys are working hard and understand the system and they put the effort in, which these guys all do, they get better. So we're excited to see them. It's really early on to make any judgments on that. They're still kind of learning the system, and a lot of nerves out there, trying to impress the new coaching staff. But I like those guys.
Talk about how things are coming defensively. Just Bobby April implementing his. I'll talk about that tomorrow as well. But just kind of your perspective, how's that part shaping up, and just him implementing his kind of philosophy?
I think a totally different system, a great coaching staff, and we got some talented guys on defense, so they're learning the system, learning how he and the staff them to play. So all that creates a lot of anxiety, but excitement. And so I think after 3 days, it's early to tell, but for the most part, they've been where they need to be, and played with good effort.
We've got a couple studs in the outside linebacker position, and R.J. Cooper and David Bailey. Kind of, how excited are you to kind of help those guys reach their next level potential? Just having those two guys on a defense.
Really talented guys. Edge guys are. I think Stanford has always had pretty good edge players. So those guys are uber talented, and they've got to learn the system. Got to learn to play with good pad level and all those things. But the talent is there for sure, and learning the system in the variety of ways that what we can do with our scheme with the edge guys, I think is going to help them out a lot.
The O-line's another group that looks very different from last year. Just how's that coming along with two new coaches too?
Really young. Obviously, guys getting an opportunity. Things are moving pretty fast for them out there. So I think, in general, there's lots of room for improvement for sure. But again, talented guys. Really, we'll see a lot more once we get into pads.
Noticed there weren't too many guys that were unable to participate today. Could you share a bit on how strength and conditioning and everything?
Yeah, Ryan Dietrich, his staff, phenomenal. The amount of lean muscle mass that they've gained in the first quarter and fat that they've lost has been outstanding. And then our guys have just gotten stronger, and we've got a lot of guys that were injured that have recovered and are stronger and more durable. And so that's a big part of strength and conditioning, as you guys know, is not only being strong and explosive, but being able to stay healthy and stay on the field. So that'll be huge for us because we don't have huge numbers right now. So we're going to need our guys to be durable.
How are you feeling about, just one of your thoughts on Benjamin Jurasic, what he's going to bring as a senior this year, and just him returning and just the impact he can make on your offense, and how do you feel like his specific skills is going to work well in your system?
Well, Ben is a guy, I've seen, Ben's done very limited things. So he got going a little bit today, and then more tomorrow. By the end of the week, I think he should be into full swing. What I've seen on tape is a guy that's very athletic, good with the ball after he catches, got a good feel for space, plays really hard, high football IQ. Who wouldn't want to use the guys like that in our offense? Very talented. So excited to see. And the other tight ends, I think, got big upside too. Some young guys that are really talented. That are getting a lot of reps. So I think that is a position that could be a strong one for us.
Then just how you feel about the running back room, EJ. I know EJ is limited right now, but just EJ, well, those guys can bring, and then
we're saying at running back. I mean, as you
incoming running back from Princeton as well.
One guy that was going today, and then so two really, one walk-on kid. So our numbers are really low there. Now that will change when we get into summer and the fall, but right now it's really thin. EJ's rehabbing and getting himself ready, which he should be in the summer, ready to go. But he won't do anything. We have very limited things in the spring.
You've been at work for a while, but it's our first chance to interview you as Stanford head coach on grass. Just how does it feel? How's it been going so far?
It's good. I just love the student athletes. Great people here, unbelievable. You guys know, institution, and really feel fortunate to be here and work with a great group of guys, both coaches, players, staff, and administration. I feel we've got a lot of work to do, but I'm really happy to be here.
Just talk about the really. I know at Stanford. I mean, I guess every school is this way, but at Stanford, coaches across different sports are really close. And just talk about the support you've gotten from different coaches from different sports and how that's been.
Yeah, I think just welcoming, has been the biggest part, and then offering to the people that have been here for a long time know kind of the ins and outs. Because Stanford's a different place, and most of it real good. But figuring out how kind of things work, and they've been very, very open and giving with their time. So it's an unbelievable group of people that coach here.
Did the wind have any impact on practice today?
It did for sure. It was very windy. So not ideal offensive conditions, but it's good practice because those things happen.
How do things ramp up tomorrow with shoulder pads?
Yeah, well, we'll be hitting. We'll stay up, but it'll be physical. So but it'll look a lot different for sure. So more like real football.